Hi, this is my world. I made all these labels of the countries.
Labels are totally boring. I'm leaving this
Anyway, let's get back to the video. So we have all these countries. Except, this video covers only one of them. This is the country and continent of Skryzan. To start, let's go back about 15,000 years ago. The people started working together and became used to each other, forming different tribes, like these ones. Skryzan's story starts in this area, named Skryzan. In 3900 BC, they established a republic. Although, the people in charge were quite corrupt, the laws were bended to only benefit the powerful. And it would go on like this for centuries, until the people overthrew them and replaced them with a different leader, who was a nationalistic emperor. Just a week after obtaining leadership, he had plans on expanding the empire, and he began colonizing the surrounding area. 100 years later, the emperor's dead, and now they're being invaded by neighboring tribes. The tribes were halted when they approached the inner walls, saving the nation from total collapse. But the people weren't too happy with their government for letting their empire fall to unorganized tribes. So, the old laws were put back into place. And with the people constantly rioting, the police began a genocide on the protesters. The population started plummeting. 100 years later, the riots have slowed down, and the population went back up. They also got a new emperor. So, they tried colonizing some stuff again. Who is it?
We're the Pementics, and we just made a country, so respect us or else you suck. How about no? We're the Karakniks, and we would like a chunk of that too.
Hey, why don't we go overseas and get some colonies and stuff?
Good idea.
And then they went and got one. Actually, they got 4. And with these colonies, they found many new things. Things like diamonds. To make things like that diamond gear. Nah, they actually made things like jewelry. The natives inside the colonies were quite friendly with Skryzan, so they would often trade the jewelry they made for money. When the other big nations saw how strong Skryzan was becoming, they started to form alliances behind Skryzan's back. It's 1300 BC, and the emperor was assassinated, but they elected a new one, and he changed the name of the country name from Skryzan to Skryzan, and conquered some land in the east. But an Inguran diplomat got shipwrecked while sailing to the Karaknik Empire, and washed up on the south coast of Skryzan. And the Skryzanish found some alliance documents in the shipwreck. Then they copied it, and sent it to the Karakniks. Luckily, they accepted the alliance. But Ingera wasn't having it after they got their documents hijacked. So they sent a message to the Karakniks saying that the Skryzanish stole their documents. So the Karakniks and Ingurans team up and declare war on Skryzan. The Karakniks launched a full assault on Skryzan, but they hold the line and push back. Both sides came to a standstill when the Karakniks figured out how to supply a war. But in the south, Ingera pushed them out of their southern colony with almost no resistance.
Sir, the Ingurans took our southern colony.
Kill every last one of them.
Then they sailed 5,000 troops to Ingera, and the Ingurans got absolutely pounded. They got pushed all the way to their capital and had to surrender. The Karakniks were still putting up a hard fight, but the Skryzanish finally broke through the line when the Karakniks ran out of money. The Karaknik Empire was split in half, and with no way of being able to turn the war around, they surrendered. It was an astonishing victory for Skryzan.
Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.